So this guy, Richard Torrez Jr. versus Guido Vianello. I can only assume I'm saying that right. It sounds like an American versus an Italian right here. And
Yeah.
Torrez, I just know Torrez is American because um, it's a heavyweight bout, and I know he's part of the Crawford camp.
Yeah, Richard Torres he's an enigma to say the least. He is part of that camp, but he does have a big following. And um, keep going. I wanted to pull up something while you talking about that fight, but yeah, keep going.
No, I think this is going to be on ESPN Plus. I think this is a top ranked deal here, if I'm not mistaken. But he did say something interesting when they were interviewing him about they were interviewing him, but they were also talking about Crawford and the weight jump, and he was talking about how Crawford basically rolled him up as they were wrestling. So
Richard Torres to me is one of the most exciting heavyweights that is coming up, and just he's very active on social media, but his look too with the mustache, he's like an enigma. Like if you see his style, like his build, and I'll share my screen here if it lets me.
He's like one of those fighters, those heavyweights from the 70s.
Right.
Go in there and collect a bunch of wins and
he's
12 and 0, 11 knockouts. First 10-round fight coming up right here. First 10-rounder. So
interesting. Yep. He has an interesting look to him, and I don't know if you guys are able to see my screen here, but that's him. He does come with a very, very illustrious amateur career. He's gonna shake up the heavyweight, but he's again, if this lets you see his measurements, he's 6'2". He's not the biggest of heavyweights, but he's
got some stopping power. A lot of knockouts in the amateur range as well, so that's something to watch. You don't really see that too often in because you got headgear 3 rounds at the amateur level. So making quick work at the amateur levels. Let's see if it translates to his first 10-round fight. So this would be one. Do we have a telecast for this one?
ESPN Plus.
ESPN Plus. Okay.
And he has a marketability because he's very good with social media. If you go to his I follow his Instagram, he does a lot. Cause he's goofy. He knows his look. He knows everything that surrounds him, but not taking away from the skill set. He's very marketable, and I could see him coming up with that young crop of young heavyweights that are doing their thing together with the Jared Andersons of the world.
Well, he might be surpassing that soon.
Yeah.
Let's not get into it. Jared Anderson is still a talent in that young.
We just swerved right real quick.
He just came across McCauley and everything.
Hey, I like that. When you swerve right, okay, listen. Product may shift in transit, okay?
Right.
Subject to inspection.
Okay.
I did peep on that lineup. You have that young bull, Abdullah Mason from New York. He's been active.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So that's how you know it's a top ranked production. Abdullah Mason, right? Getting busy. Carlos Orneos, a step up, continuing to take gradual steps up. All right. Can he pass the next test? I believe I've seen another name here. Let me somewhere down at the bottom where it might
Abdullah Mason for being busy though, man. Young fighters staying busy. Shout out to his team. And
this Jahai Tucker versus Troy Williamson kind of intrigues me. I've seen those names before. So if Cam, you asked the question one day, how do we feel about Wednesday boxing? And I used to watch Wednesday boxing. I want to say
was that ESPN?
ESPN. I want to say Teddy Atlas, and so the top.
Those were the good old days, man. Put those fights on TV, man. We need to be able to see these guys.
And then right before PBC came along, there was Friday night fights.
Yeah.
And Teddy Atlas was telling us hey, listen, it's kind of an end of an era with Friday night fights, but PBC is going to be good for boxing. right? And so I'll say it was, and apparently it's still going to be with this new marriage with Amazon Prime. So I'm actually happy. I'm happy my jokes were short lived about the.
Right. Wait, so this will be Wednesday night?
No, it's not Wednesday night, but I was just referencing,
Right. Friday night.
Just Friday. I was just
Right.
reminiscing
Okay.
for a little bit.
Well, we do have Pro Box TV that goes on Wednesday night cards.
Yes, and so now,
shout out Wednesday night box.
All right. So since we're talking about it, those are the fighters that have resumes. May have one loss here, one loss there, but don't really get. They're not really attached to a huge, a huge marketing. And I want to say that Lamont Roach was a pro box fighter. And so like when they were doing the interviews, Pro Box got first dibs on the interviews. So it shows that a deal can be done with the majors when you're working with
right.
So hey,
right, got some proof of concept there.
Here we go.